If you love food challenges, then Katina Eats Kilos might be one of your favorite YouTube channels. Katina Dejarnett, a professional eater, is the woman behind this popular YouTube channel. Her story is quite interesting. In this video, I'll tell you how this born foodie got into competitive eating and fitness, her success secrets, and how she became a full-time, successful YouTuber. So, now let's start from the beginning. Katina Dejarnett was born on July 10, 1991. She hails from Spokane, Washington, U.S. She also grew up in Phoenix, Arizona, and while growing up there along with her grandparents, she did a lot of bass fishing on a man-made lake. She also did craw fishing and catfish fishing in her aunt's pond. Thanks to being a foodie and having a huge appetite, Katina has been able to eat a lot of food since a young age, and while growing up, she was a fan of man versus food. Katina's eating habits made her very overweight. So, she started focusing on fitness and started lifting weights from 21. Now let's take a brief look at her education and career. Katina studied B.Ed kinesiology from Gonzaga University in Spokane and graduated in 2020. She worked 7 years at the United States Air Force and Washington Air National Guard until March 2022. While participating in the Empire Classic Bodybuilding show in 2019, it was hard for Katina as a foodie to go on a diet for the show, and dieting kept her always ravenous. She started watching people doing cheat days, food challenges, and competitive eating on YouTube. Katina competed as a natural bodybuilder and secured the 5th position in the Empire Classic Bodybuilding show. At the time, she only weighed 104 pounds and looked tiny on the stage besides other competitors. This affected her confidence, so she decided to gain muscles by eating competitively. Prior to participating in this bodybuilding show, Katina also participated in an NPC contest. In 2019, after deciding to participate in food challenges, she bought a Sony Alpha 5100 camera and started working on her YouTube channel, Katina Eats Kilos. She published her first video, Girl vs. Food 5LB, Chipotle Bowl Challenge and Mukbang, on April 23, 2019. You'll be surprised to know that on April 25, 2019, Katina won her first ever food challenge, the XXL Challenge in a Fatburger restaurant, without any practice. Katina started participating in restaurant competitive food challenges around Spokane and fell in love with the food challenges, which helped her gain muscle. She publishes food challenges, restaurant challenges, and food and travel vlogs on her channel. Initially, YouTube was just a side hustle for Katina, but as her channel grew and gained momentum, she became a full-time YouTuber, and currently, she has 819K subscribers and earns from ads, memberships, merchandise, and sponsorships. As initially Katina was dieting for the bodybuilding show, she is able to eat huge quantities of food, and she also practices a lot for the food challenges. Her sound psychological state, discipline, and competitive spirit that she borrowed from her bodybuilding days helps her to eat more. Katina is also health conscious. On the days she isn't competing, she diets and works out in the gym and also does exercising, ultra running, and biking. Sometimes, a day after participating in the big food challenges, Katina fasts completely or consumes only a little quantity of salad. Having a degree in kinesiology helps her to maintain her health, and she mainly focuses on nutrition and calorie intake. Katina has a lot of favorite professional competitive eaters like Randy Santel, Molly Schuyler, Dan Kennedy, Wayne Algenio, and Raina Huang. Now let's take a brief look at her personal life. Katina has been in a relationship with Randy Santel, a popular professional competitive eater, since 2020. In 2020, while living in her mother's house in Spokane, she received a private message on Facebook from Randy Santel. He invited her to participate in a team pizza challenge along with him in Alaska. Later, they also participated in a few other restaurant challenges. Soon, they became friends, and it took no time for this friendship to turn into a relationship. Katina loves globetrotting and enjoying different cuisines. She loves Middle Eastern and Indian food, and her favorite dessert is cookies. Her height is 5 feet 2 inches, and she lives in Nashville, Tennessee. So how are you inspired by Katina Dejarnett's story? Please comment below. If you are into reading, I've also written her story on my website, which I'm linking in this video's description. Finally, if you are interested in more success stories of your favorite YouTubers, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.